everybody, my name is Mike Familant from In the Shadow of Big Red Eye, bringing you Squatchables, your one-stop YouTube shop for everything Bigfoot related. Kind of like a Bigfoot 101. If you're just getting into Bigfooting, it's something really cool. You want to learn more about it, you want to learn how to do it, this is your place. Today we're going to go over something pretty cool and something that I think you guys are going to find interesting, and that is our top 5 pieces of evidence that we've found throughout our history, even before we were a show. So I hope you enjoy. It's all types of different evidence. Please comment if, we'll get a good discussion going. Check out our Facebook page, Instagram, In the Shadow of Red Eye, and Instagram is Shadow of Red Eye. And also please subscribe to this channel so that way you never miss a moment when it comes to anything that we upload if you're interested in the channel. So our top 5 pieces of evidence, they've been, like I said, captured through years of field research and investigations. Our number 5 piece of evidence is from upstate New York in Whitehall, Our number 5 piece of evidence, top 5, number 5, comes from down south in New Jersey in Wharton State Forest, and those are the tracks that we found. They were kind of like a baby Bigfoot. We found them twice over 2 years. They kept getting larger each year, which is pretty cool. Shows kind of rules out a hoax. I don't know. That's almost too small to be even like a person walking out with no shoes on. There's toes. Clearly see the toes.
Yeah, I don't know if you'd be able to.
Look at that one. I'm liking this one. Actually, yeah. I think, because look at it, you can see the splay in that toe. Kind of almost like this, actually. Yeah, that's toes right there. You see that? You see the toes? There's toes, there's toes, there's toes. Clear toes in all these. Look at that small, oh, that was probably the mud, but you see, this is exactly what happened last time. Be careful not to step in it, okay? Our number 4 piece of evidence comes from upstate New York in a little town that you may have heard of called Whitehall, New York. Whitehall is an awesome place when it comes to Bigfooting. It's extremely active. There are Bigfoots there, not only historical reports of Bigfoot, but as you're gonna see right now, when we were up there 2 years ago, we had some awesome rock throws and crazy stuff happening during a night hike.
I feel like we're surrounded in here.
Oh, that's not good.
Okay, if you guys want to proceed back, you're more than welcome to. Something to the woods over there.
Are you guys coming back out, or can we do some vocalizations? What was that?
No, we're gonna stay put for a bit.
Okay, did you just hear that?
No.
Okay, all right. I think it sounded like a high-pitched whoop. Our number 3 piece of evidence will bring us back up to Whitehall, New York, and this is before the show started filming, and it was the eyeshine that we captured on some private property, Tim's property up in Whitehall, New York. And this guy has had encounters going back years and years and years. He invited us to stay on his property, and I'm glad we did because we caught this piece of evidence. Now, I want to, there's some nasty comments under the original YouTube video, and I just want to clear a couple things up. Now, this is a long video. I overlaid the audio on top of the video because the camera that we were using did not have audio. And it's filmed on a digital night vision camera, so it picks up all the ambient light. And that night was very dark, so the picture is going to be dark. Now, the other thing is people say, get a tripod. Why is it so shaky? Why isn't it clear? Well, simple. The unit that we were using has an automatic 5x zoom. So everything that you're seeing in the camera is 5 times what we saw with our own eyes. So holding a camera zoomed in that much steady for, I mean, this thing weighs probably 3 pounds. For an extended period of time, you get a little wobbly. Yes, there should have been a tripod. I have since corrected the situation in case that situation happens again. But here's the eye shine. I'm only going to put up a little bit of it. Enjoy.
Yeah, I got him right there. That's it. That's it right there. Kevin, I'm going to move to your right side. And now he's back.
Oh, I said eyes over there.
Yeah, he moved. We got to go there.
Where is he now?
Oh yeah, I'm getting that thing that's feeling.
Where is he right now?
He's right in front of me.
Did he move to the left?
A little bit to your right.
To the right?
Right.
Holy
What?
Yeah.
You got both?
Hold on. Hold up for a sec here.
It's gone. It's gone.
No, he's there.
How tall you think that thing is?
Please, shut up. Don't move people. Back.
I got it. I got him right there.
Now, our number 2 piece of evidence comes from, again, the great state of New York, in the Catskill region. We were in Balsam Lake Mountain Wild Forest, next to camping near a lake called Alder Lake. Excuse me. This was, I believe it was in February, a few years back, and it was cold. I had gotten a little cabin fever and thought it would be the most appropriate thing to go camping. Down here there was no snow. Up there was 2 feet. So we ended up sleeping in our cars just because it was so cold. It got down to like 15 degrees at night, and I have since said to myself that I'm not going to camp in weather that's like that because that wasn't entertaining for me. It wasn't fun. So we decided, since we were up there, to go on a night hike. Excuse me. So we did, and we didn't go far. The road was all snow covered. We were breaking trails. It was rough. It was a very rough night. Now, this piece of audio comes at you. We didn't do any vocalizations prior to this. We were just walking, being quiet, and all of a sudden we hear this vocalization, which then in return you'll hear the coyotes go off. You may want to use earbuds for this one.
Go back then. Are you kidding?
And that sets the coyotes off. What's interesting about this, we sent this to Devin over at Sasquatch Bioacoustics, great YouTube page, really cool stuff. He analyzes all sorts of evidence, and you could, man, you can go on there, check him out. But he sent us back this analysis of the audio that I sent him, and he said that there is no way that that is not a known animal. It could have been a human, but it wasn't a known animal because of the vowel pitch changes, which is something that he describes on his page really, really in depth. And that's really cool because it was loud and close, and that's definitely one of the best pieces of evidence, audio evidence that we have gotten thus far. Our number one top piece of evidence that we've ever found comes from High Point State Park up in northern New Jersey. It's a very tip of New Jersey. I was talking to a witness. This was back in February 2015 or 16, I believe. 15. We were talking to a witness. I was talking to him for quite some time. He went up there every winter. He went up for a little hike. He is a teacher down in the city. He's a science teacher. And every year, every winter time, to get away and to decompress from his work, he would come up to High Point State Park and go for a hike. He would get up there super early in the morning, kind of almost before the sun rose, and he would just go for a hike. And he said over the years he's found thousands of Bigfoot tracks. So I was like, okay, you know, humor me. Let's see, thousands of Bigfoot tracks. This is right next to the Appalachian Trail. You actually have to get access to this site, you park in the Appalachian Trail parking lot, so it's right there. And so he sent me a couple pictures, and I was intrigued to say the least. A few were a bit ambiguous. A lot of them were kind of clear, and I was like, okay, well, this could either be a hoax or real, so let's go check it out. So we met him up there one morning. Oh man, we were the first people up there. No cars in the parking lot. There was a fresh snow on the ground. It was maybe I don't know, a half an inch of snow. Snowed the night before. So we were confident that we were the only people there, or the first people there, because you would have saw the tracks of people if they were there walking their dog or something. Walked down this unmarked fire road for about a mile. And we came across, we were en route to the location where he's found all these tracks at, and I'll put up the picture now. This is what we stumbled upon. There was about 50 feet of trackway, and it was on the side of this fire road. It wasn't on the fire road, it paralleled the fire road to the side, and it was going over bushes. You could see it go through bushes. You could see obvious toe splay, 5 toes, large indentation in the snow. Something made that, and you know, it was like I said, along the side. It was going over through brush, knocking over trees, and you could see where it, you know, walked because of the tracks. Then what it did, it crossed over the fire road with no steps in the middle of it. Just either it hopped or just used, you know, its gait to span the sides of the fire road over to the other side, then went back into the woods. And that's when we lost it because of the snow. The ground was still frozen, but there was no snow there, so we weren't able to find out where the tracks went. Again, everything was documented appropriately, and it's a really cool piece of evidence. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed. Again, if you want to talk about anything like this, go ahead and comment. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. Please, please, please subscribe. Every subscriber is awesome and helps me and get the show more popular, even though I'm not really in it for fame or fortune or anything like that. I would just like to share my experience and knowledge with people, and take people who maybe can't get out to the woods on our journey, so they can live vicariously through us. Subscribe. Like our Facebook page. We do a lot of interaction over there. We do some live stuff. We do some live stuff on YouTube here, and also our Instagram, Shadow of Red Eye. I'll put up all the information right now. Anyways, I'm Mike Familant from In the Shadow of Big Red Eye and Squatchables, signing off. I hope you all keep it squatchy and have a great rest of the night.